Hey, good morning, folks. Brother Cross here, BJ's Outdoors. Hey, I'm excited about this morning, man. Down here on the Tennessee River, gonna do a little dragging. In the area I've never fished before, man. We are working our way. We're about 2 or 3 miles away from an area that I do fish quite a bit. Doing this application, but today I want to try something different, man. I've seen this area down here, and I've been kind of looking at it on Navionics, and it's kind of the same concept as what I've been fishing upriver. It's just a big old flat, man. It's probably 400 or 500 yards, and then it drops off in the channel. And these flats are full of shells. Catfish eat shells year round. I do real good in shallow water, pretty much year round. But in the fall, especially, man, of course, spring, they're up spawning, but in the fall, they move up here dirt shallow. And we're starting out 10 foot. We're probably going to stay in that depth, unless something has drastically changed. One thing we got different this year, fall time, here it is almost mid-November. The water temperatures, it's 70 degrees, but it's stalled out at 70. It's been 68, 70, 71 for 3-4 weeks. So I think the fish are kind of holding back, because they're kind of confused, because this is one of the first years I've ever seen it this warm in November. We had one cold front, and it was a real one. It got down below freezing one night, and but we hadn't had anything since. Usually we've done had 3 or 4 freezes by now, and it drops that water temperature. It just controls the bait movement and everything, and the catfish will follow them. But this year it ain't happening that way. So I'm gonna be using skipjack today. I got fresh skipjack, or frozen fresh. Gonna probably put 2 heads on the outside, 2 body chunks on the inside like we normally do. And we're gonna get started, man. Let me get this stuff set out, and we'll see what we can do. All right, folks, we got them out. Right now we're in 11 foot, so that's primarily the depth we're gonna stay in. Starting out pulling at 0.7. I'm gonna start out a little fast, and I can back off. Hopefully the wind's kind of hit me quartered in the back, so it's pushing me. So I may not be able to go any slower. But we'll see how the bite goes. If they're pretty aggressive, we'll stay up like we are, and if they seem kind of sluggish, we'll back off of it a little bit. Here's a cold front coming through right now. Matter of fact, it's cold front coming through. That's where this overcast skies are. It's not going to be a major cold front. I think the low is supposed to get into 40s tomorrow night. But it's not a major cold front. But like I said before, it's not the temperature that messes up the fish. It's the barometric pressure. So the next few days is fishing get pretty tough. But hopefully today we're still kind of in a mix of the cold front coming through, kind of in the middle of it, not on the back side. So hopefully we can pick up a few good fish. I've never fished this area, so I don't know what to expect. We may not catch nothing, but I always get excited, man, when I come down and fish an area that I hadn't never fished. Like I said, we're not too far from an area that I fish regularly, but I just like to find new stuff, especially when it's close to what you already fish. I do have a drift sock out on this side right here, just trying to keep the boat kind of turned. Keep it kind of straight best I can. But like I said, we're pulling up current, but there's not much current this morning. And the way this wind's hitting me in the side, I just went ahead and throw one out because I know eventually I'm going to need it. The wind's going to get stronger. It's supposed to be calm this morning. Of course, it's not. But we're running a little late. I'm about an hour past daylight. Usually I get out here at daylight, but this time change, it gets daylight an hour early. So my body hadn't adjusted to that yet. My alarm went off this morning. I hit snooze, and I woke up an hour later just like I always do. Even on a work day or if I'm going fishing, I woke up at the same time, but I hit snooze, and your body gets accustomed to getting up at a certain time, and it's hard to break that habit. But we're out here. Like I said, the sun's gonna come out too. It's trying to beat through the clouds. I know when that happens, it can change some things, but we're gonna give it all we got this morning. Like I said, I know we're in a good area. I just don't know about this spot, but we're gonna just pull up through here and see. And like I said, if we don't get on nothing here, then I'll move on up you know, closer to the area where I normally fish and see what's going on up there. All right, folks, we pulled about 300 yards up through here. I got some channel cat bites. That was about it. Had one that almost hooked up, but hit pretty good, like it may have been a decent fish. But that's it so far. So I'm gonna roll these up. There's one other place I want to hit down here before I go back up river. Gonna be a ditch that runs through about. The ditch is 25 foot. And it's got flat up on both sides of it, you know, 10, 15 foot. We're gonna get in that ditch and drag, and I'm gonna try to put 2 up on the ledge and 2 down in the ditch. There's one right there hitting. That's the kind of bites I've been getting since I've been over here. And I think they're channel cat. You know, like I told y'all before, I don't mind catching channel, but I ain't out here to feed them, and that's what's going on. They're just eating the baits off the hook. So I'm gonna get these up and run over here and get set back up and see what we can do over there. All right, folks, we slap dab out in the middle of the river. Out here, nothing really out here. Just this ditch. It's probably 300 yards from the main channel. Comes up over here, and it's a big old flat that goes all the way to that bank. So we're in the middle of a mile wide section of the river, and we're pretty much right in the middle of it. So it looked good. I've never fished it before, but it did look good. Being that it was out here in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of like a highway for these fish to get out of the main channel. You know, there's a lot of bait up here. I see them bait jumping, so that's a good sign. We're starting out at 15 foot. It's gonna get about 25 foot the further we go up through here. And like I said, it's the best of both worlds here. You got shallow water on both sides, then a deep, you know, deep in my area, pretty deep channel. This probably was the old river channel, the original river channel. Don't know for sure, but it's been warmed up nicely this morning. Pretty hot in that hoodie. I sure be glad when this stuff straightens out, man. I'm ready for some cold weather. There we go, folks. Oh man, did he stay on? Oh, man, that fish was pulling drag. No, he didn't stay button. That's on my head too. Dang it, man. That's a good fish right there. But that's still a good sign. It lets me know there's some decent fish over here. There goes one right there. You gonna take it, boy? You still got it? Yeah, he still got it. Yep, there we go. That's a good fish right there. I'm gonna spot like this thing. That's two fish real. I almost had a double right there. That other one was a good fish too. He ain't no giant or nothing, but he's a dang good fish to start with. Like I said, I ain't never fished here before in my life, and really didn't know if there's any fish set up here, but we just got them 2 bites. This one and the other one at the same time. And the boars are 60 yards apart, or 60 feet apart. Yeah, that's a good one to start with right there, man. Sure will. Thank you, Lord. You never know, folks, when you come to these new spots, whether you're going. It could be good or it could be a bust. You just don't never know. But I sure like it when it works out. All right, buddy. You gonna be nice to me? I know you don't know me over here. He ain't a real fat fish. His ribs are showing. He's good enough. They ain't good enough to start with. Got mud all over him. But he bit. So, hey, son. I sure do appreciate you, man. That fish there's built funny. Had a fat gut, but it's still skinny on its side, so long fish, but he'll be full and fat for long for sure. All right, let's get started again. I'll get these other ones back out. That's awesome, man. Like I said, I love it when a plan comes together. Heck, folks, I was fixing to start back in the ones on this one right here. I was wondering why my planer boat was going upriver. I spot locked there for a second while to get that fish in, and then I was gonna get my rods back out. Look, my planer boat was going upriver. There's a good fish right here. Well, heck, let me spot lock again. I don't want to go up through here with no lines out. This feels like a better fish right here. He's about the same, I guess. Maybe a little smaller, but I was like, what the crap's going on, man? I had a planer boat going up river. Yeah, he's a nice fish too. He ain't the Mongo we looking for, but hey, I'll take it right there all day long, man. Yeah, I think he's a little bit bigger than that other one. Them old bounty hunters, folks, I'm telling you. If you ain't never tried them, get you some of them, because them some bad to the bone hooks. Bounty hunter 10-aught. Mid-Atlantic catfish. Now, I do miss fish, but I miss fish on all of them. If you get one of these bounty hunters, if they hook up, they're not coming off. Alright, buddy, let me get you untangled. You all messed up in the net. Ain't no wonder you ain't trying to act a fool. You couldn't. Alright, folks, another nice blue. He's about the same size as that other. Hey, I'll take that quality right there all day long this time of year. Like I said, that's starting off. We just started. That's a good sign right there. We may get into some big ones. We just catch one big one. It makes the day, but hey, that size fish right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, all right, let me try to get this. Oh, I only got one rod out, and I ain't gonna drag up through here with one out. So I'm gonna get them all baited back up. We almost got 3 right there. That's a good indicator right there. That's a pattern. You know, that's what you look for, especially in a new area. There we go. Ditch right here is loaded with fish, folks. I just got them back out. Barely did get moving. Barely did get moving good again. This feels like a better fish right here. I don't know how much better, but he feels like a better one. Now, he's about the same size. They just mean fall fish, man. Get in there, boy. They nice fish, though. They all cookie cutters. They ain't no difference in there, one of them. Maybe a pound or two difference, that's about it. Make sure I'm, oh yeah. Make sure I'm still going the way I want to go. Come on, don't make no racket, son. You gonna try, ain't you? Boy, that's a slim old rascal right there. Little Slim Jim. There, folks, another nice blue. Like I said, they all about the same size, but hey, at least they ain't dinks, you know. Thank you, bud. It's one thing for sure, though. Fish that size will lead you to the big fish, you know. No doubt about it. Every one of them fish come out of 10 foot of water. This ditch is not as deep as it showed on Navionics, which that's, you know, that's typical. They show it full pool, you know, summer pool. Right now we're at winter pool, and the rivers, this lake here is about 6 foot low. For some reason they've got it lower than normal, and I think it's because of they're working on one of our dams downriver, and I think they're just trying to make sure they can control any sporadic floods we may get, because they are coming eventually. But the water's lowest I've ever seen it. But I mean, I know the fish are shallow, but I got these kind of out in the ditch. They're a little deeper, you know, 12, 14 foot, and then these two on this side are in 10 foot. But when I caught all three of them, I was kind of up on the ledge. I got a little too far over, and they all three come out of 10 foot. Even that fourth bite that I didn't catch, it was in 10 foot. So we're gonna stick with that depth, stick with this speed, cause ain't no sense in changing when you're catching fish. All right, folks, we're finna wrap this one up, man. Had a good morning. Come to an area never fished before in my life. Found it on Navionics. It's just a ditch with some turns and and some insects and stuff on it, man. It looked real good. I thought, well, I'll go over and check it today. The wind's not too bad, so that's what we did, and we found them, man. You know, this place is loaded with fish. I probably lost as many bigger fish as I caught. But you know, like I said, it's always awesome to find new stuff to add to what you already have. You know, I can see my good area right up the river here. You know, and I bypassed that this morning. I could have stopped there, and I know I could have caught some fish, but I just wanted to do something different, man. You know, now I got this area and that area close together. So, you know, if it ain't hitting over there, come over here and try it, you know, on this spot. So, it's just good to find new areas. You know, when you go check a new area, make sure you got good fresh bait. You don't need any excuses when you leave. You know, you did all you can do. And this morning, just everything played out and everything went well. You know, didn't catch any monster fish, but hey, I'm tickled to death with it, man. That's fall quality to me, you know, during this transition. The transition should be over. You know, we're in the middle of November. Transition should be over. They should be, you know, feeding up, getting ready, you know, for their winter deal. And but you know, the water's 71 degrees right now. Since the sun came out, it's warmed up a little bit. 2 days ago, it was almost 90 degrees. So, you know, the air temperature. So it's really got the fish messed up as far as what they want to do. I'm sure they're kind of, you know, yo-yoing back and forth, you know, to where they want to go, and then going back out where, you know, where they was. So that, you know, like I said, the water temperature's back and forth, the air temperature's back and forth, and the barometric pressure's been through the roof the last 3 weeks. You know, it'll be just cold front after cold front, and they're not really cold fronts like this one here. I mean, it's a cold front, but it's not gonna get cold. And that jacks the fish up too during the transition. But it won't be long, man. I know what's gonna happen when Mother Nature rolls in and drops the old man winter off. It's gonna get cold and it's gonna stay cold. That's usually the way it goes here. But like I said, it's mid-November and all the trees are still, you know, green. The leaves should be almost completely off right here in this area. But it's just crazy this year, man. The whole year's been off from spring all the way to now. Everything's been off. There's a bite on that one right there. I don't know if he'll hook up or not. Probably another one, a little channel cat. Well, like I said, all in all, we had a great day. You know, I'm tickled to death with it. Yeah, he's still on there, I believe. Nah, come on. No, he's still on there. I think he's gonna be yeah, I don't know. He feels bigger than he bit. He definitely ain't no big fish, but we're gonna see what's been nibbling on all these baits, though. No, it's a blue. I got into a school of dinks down on this end drag right here, but come on in here, boy. That's what's been eating me out of baits, them fish that size right there. But like I said, I didn't get any small fish bites on the lower end there where I started, but it's nice blue though. Appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, all in all, we had a good morning. You know, like I said, I'm always pleased when I come to a place and thankful that I can, you know, from what I've learned over the years, you know, just looking at the area, you can tell if it's got fish on it or not. That don't mean they're gonna be on it when you get to it, but at some part of the year, you know, they will. The first spot we stopped at over there, didn't get any bites but channel cat. Well, it looks good. It looks just like my other spot I fished, but the big fish wasn't there. So I came out here and checked, and they was here. But or you know, not big fish, but you know, good fish. You know, fun fish. But you know, like I said, 2 weeks from now, that spot over there probably be wide open. You know, it's just waiting on that transition, man, to let them get where. There goes another. Well, we're gonna end up catching some more before we get out here. It looks like. I don't think he stayed hooked up. Nah, he didn't. It's probably the same size fish as that one I just caught. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna quit rambling. I'm gonna try to get this stuff up, get out of here. But I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch you on the next one. See you then, and God bless you.